Good morning, my friends. I'm Jackie King, the owner of Yana Healing and Balance, and I'm also a Genius Biofeedback practitioner. I've had some pretty good results for myself and my clients using frequency specific healing to help my clients. One of my clients had this to say: I love having you work on me. In just a short amount of time, my head and neck have less pain. And I know for myself, when I use the frequencies on myself, I feel more relaxed, more calm. And specifically, what I've been working with lately is to use the frequencies for some inflammation issues that I've been having in my hands. I may have been exposed to some mold again. We're doing some work in our basement. We may have unearthed some mold. I'm a little bit sensitive to that. So I think it has flared up some inflammation in my body. So I've been using a specific recipe, if you will, for frequencies to help bring things back into balance. Frequency and energy technology are becoming more and more popular today. The Genius Biofeedback technology, or frequency technology in general, is similar to using a TENS unit. The frequencies can reach places in our body where medication or supplements cannot reach. For example, joint space or connective tissue. Quantum biofeedback technology allows us to do energetic testing similar to muscle testing. This gives us many pieces of information in a short amount of time. This can be a helpful tool to help reveal things that could potentially otherwise go undetected. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that there may be some improvements that could be made in our healthcare system. I would love to see us be able to have some other options available to us, such as frequency healing. Things become more mainstream, like massage therapy, essential oils, all of those things. And all of those types of frequencies are available on this Genius Biofeedback device. So Genius is a sophisticated voice engine that was derived from a voice analyzer that was created at MIT. It is able to pick up the various tones and fluctuations in our voice and turn it into a measurable frequency. The frequency is then compared to other frequencies, and we can see how they relate to each other, or where we may need to address certain or specific issues in our own body. So as a quantum biofeedback practitioner, I'm not allowed to diagnose or cure anything. What I do is to help rebalance the mind, body, and spirit. I help to reduce stress and anxiety that can lead to other more difficult issues or concerns. We know that stress is the underlying concern to many healthcare issues today. I help to find the best frequencies that resonate with you right now. In my own experience, there is a great benefit to finding and running these frequencies. So what frequency programs can we run? We can run just basic frequencies that address organs, glands, hormones, solfeggio tones, nogier tones, just to bring an overall sense of balance again. Or we can get more specific and address weight loss, for instance, cognitive wellness, emotional clearing, money magnetizing, decluttering ourself, our mind, and our body, getting that sense of clarity again. So there are many things that we have options for with our Genius device. My most amazing experience thus far with one of my clients has been, she felt the need to get the vaccine, felt a little bit pressured to do that after watching what a friend of hers had been through. So reluctantly, she got this vaccine, but unfortunately, it left her with symptoms of syncope. In other words, she always felt like she was going to faint. So she would literally lie down on the floor because she was afraid that she would fall. And of course, this left her with an inability to drive or to cook or to do many daily life activities. So I did several remote sessions with her. And after, and I ran those specifically to reverse the damage from the vaccine, what that had caused in her body. And I also ran the frequencies to support her organs and glands. And I'm happy to say what she has reported to me is that she's now feeling great. She's cooking, she's cleaning, she's driving again and living her life as she did previously, able to enjoy her friends and family again. So what Genius looks like, and I don't have a volunteer on here, so let me share my screen. And what we can do is I will run this on myself and I'll give you an idea of what the Genius actually does. So I'm going to find my myself in here because I'm a client. I'm going to record my voice. Okay. I'm going to record vowels, my name, and then an affirmation statement. A-E-I-O-U, Jackie King. I am enjoying perfect health, balance in my life, love amongst my family and friends, and clarity. So now we're going to start the program so that it can analyze my voice pattern and the fluctuations in the tones. And I'm going to put in a picture that I have stored in my iPad. And then the interesting thing is that we know that everything around us is energy. You and I are energy. Everything in nature is energy. Even our thoughts, our emotions, and our words are energy. So I can program into my Genius an affirmation statement or even just a couple of words that then will, those frequencies will be underlain into the program that I run. So what I'm going to put in here is health and happiness. And I'm going to start this analysis. Okay, and before I do anything, what I'm going to do is to scan my aura. And the aura is that energetic field that surrounds our body. And the color representation that is shown on here can represent different issues or concerns that could be in existence. We can't take this as gospel truth. how this is set up is that the algorithms within Genius interpret the energetic patterns as color within our aura. And this just gives a general impression. It's not necessarily anything specific, but I will tell you that after running the Genius program for just a short amount of time, we will see shifts and changes in this color. Now, what I will tell you about mine is that it is a little bit washed out. There's a little bit of, I would call it muddiness. It's probably stuck energy. The greenish could be some issues with gallbladder. The purple is a nice color. The purple and the blue color are nice, but everything else is a little bit washed out. And I'm sure that it is a little bit of stuck energy in there. So we will look at that. And we'll compare it at the end of me running these frequencies. So what I'm going to do is to look at herbs that could be beneficial. And I'm going to put in the herbs in here that are highlighted in red. The red areas mean potentially areas that are an acute issue. So catnip, holy basil, bee balm, amla, black cohosh. I'm going to drop those into what is called my main hold tray. And we can look at specific herbs on here if we wanted to and see that, well, catnip is not on here. Let's take a peek at bee balm. The quick meaning for this is digestive health, colds, and flu. It's an herb that's used for colds, headaches, gastric disorders, kidney issues, and sore throats. And I've got a little something going on because I've been helping my husband work in the basement. So there's a lot of dust and all kinds of junk floating around. So that is a great one for me. And then we're going to slide down here and look at these areas that are highlighted in blue, which are indicate more chronic concerns. And we're going to just drop those right into our tray. Aloe is one that is used for skin healing, can also be used for digestion, eases constipation, heals gut mucosa in cases of leaky gut. Okay. Let's look at the sensitivities. Cat, not surprising. Coffee, latex, and garlic are things that are showing up for me today as sensitivities. So we're going to put those in our tray, and then we will run the program, and it will help to balance them with frequencies to help realign things. And I'm going to look at body systems, urinary. I'm going to go ahead and put immune system in here. Put skeletal in, even though they're not highlighted, just because I've got some achy stuff going on. Respiratory, again, it's the nasally stuff. Lymphatic, not surprising. And we're going to put muscular in. Let's go ahead and look at glands as well. Adrenal and thymus, hypothalamus, thyroid, put all those in. Let's look at today's stress, degeneration, immune, sensitivities, liver, and emotional. I'm going to drop all those into the tray. Cardiovascular, I'm going to put lymphatic in again. Let's see. Then I'm going to look at infection in here. Lyme is coming up. Doesn't mean I have Lyme disease. Could be something that was present a while back. And spinal energy. Let's go ahead. We're looking for the things that are highlighted in red and blue right now. T12, L4, L5, and coccyx. And I'm going to put C1 in here just because I've had some headaches and achy stuff going on. Now, we're going to look at solfeggio tones. Now, these are specific notes or tones that have specific meaning to them as well. For instance, 285 hertz can be beneficial for helping to express uniqueness. So we'll put that in there. And then for me, on my scan today, 417 hertz, undoing situations and facilitating change. And 528, miracles, creating miracles, and it's for DNA repair. And I like to look at spiritual protection as well. Cutting the cord, that means that can be cutting the cord with someone from the past, can also be cutting the cord with some kind of material thing. Perhaps you are stuck, memory-wise, energetically to a house in the past, or a job, a career, something like that. So cutting the cord, and I have some ideas what that could be. We're going to do protective jewelry, chanting and invocations. Let's see. Let's look at chakras. Crown chakra needs a little bit of attention. Throat chakra, not surprising, and brow chakra. So everything up here on me for today. And actually root chakra is a little bit low as well. So we'll put that in there. Then the Nogier tones, each of the different notes have specific benefits to them as well. So what we can look at is that the note of E, excuse me for coughing. E is beneficial for nervous system, pain reduction, and arthritis. Definitely put that in there. L for brain function, left and right brain communication. B is beneficial for digestion, lymphatic, circulatory, and neuropathy. And C is beneficial for musculoskeletal, tendons, ligaments, and adrenals. I think all of those are wonderful. And then we come down to the section for the mind, which includes emotional, everything related to the brain, Bach flower essences. So we'll start with emotional. So for me, for today, right this second, what has come up in the emotions is suffering, apathy, pity. So we can put all of those emotions in there. And then we can go down to, my goodness, all of these that have come up highlighted in blue, which indicates something more of a chronic situation for right now. So we'll drop all of those down there too, and the genius will help to rebalance those. And I like to look at the Bach flower essences as well. Let's look at chestnut bud. We're going to put that down here, and red chestnut. Chestnut bud The meaning behind that is recognizing repeating past patterns, now willing to learn. That's always beneficial, isn't it? Learn from past issues. And red chestnut, let's see what it says. Over concern for the welfare of loved ones. Yeah, that's pretty much me. And then we look at things highlighted in blue: clematis, olive, white chestnut, and centauri. Centauri's meaning is putting energy into nourishing yourself first before giving care to others. Oh, I like that. As caregivers, we have to take care of ourselves first, don't we? Before we can properly care for others. Okay, and let's look at neurotransmitters. Epinephrine, oxytocin, acetylcholine, histamine, and dopamine. Okay, so all of those things are into my main hold tray, which we're going to run here in just a minute. But what I want to do is look at my libraries, and these are those things that can be specific, like I was telling you before. If I wanted to address something like clearing the clutter or weight loss, something like that. This is a list of all the libraries that I have right now. And what I want to do is to analyze this and see what comes up high and low, and what would be beneficial for me right now, or if I wanted to address something specific. And it takes just a second to run this. Okay, so at the top of the list is one that's called Muscular Revitalization Program, Orthobionomy. So when we click on that, then we have an expanded list of specific things that would be beneficial for me. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those items that are highlighted in red into my hold tray. And I'm going to put a couple of other things in here as well. And then I'm going to look at the things that might be on the low end. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Let's look at abundance. This is a library that I put together, just a real quick affirmation that just says, my body only absorbs what is healthy and for my highest good. So I think that is completely appropriate. Okay, let me go down here to the bottom. We'll see what's at the at the very bottom. Organize, declutter, and lighten up emotional clearing. Okay, and a lot of times these libraries give us specific affirmations that are beneficial for our overall well-being. So I'm going to look at those seriously. The top one is living with what I truly need brings me peace. I take pleasure in releasing and giving away what is no longer. Grief clear. The events of the past have been unseen blessings, and I embrace the perfection of it all. I am ready to release anger trapped in my cells. I smile and laugh at the events of the past, and I'm completely ready to let go and feel lighter. So I'm going to put those items in here. And then this one, I am ready to release past resentments. And let's go down here to the bottom. Things highlighted in blue. I easily toss away the disappointment and know in some way this is all for the best. I'm excited to feel organized and clear in my body, mind, and spirit. I take responsibility for all aspects of my life and forgive anyone for their actions in the past. I think those are all wonderful affirmation statements. There's a couple of other ones in here that I'm going to drop in just because I think that they're appropriate. And I could go on and add in many, many, many more frequencies, items in here to the main hold tray. But I want to go ahead and get going so that you can see exactly what this does. So once I have these items in my main hold tray, I'm going to go ahead and begin the analysis and see what comes up for the highs, the mediums, and the lows. So top of the list is sensitivities. One of the solfeggio tones expressing uniqueness. And I've got my crown chakra, some herbs, things like that. So what I'm going to do now, when you're ready to run this program, you can select the things that are high, the medium, or the lows. I'm just going to select all of them, and I'm only going to run this for 2 minutes, just so that you're not stuck on this call for forever. So, and we should see a change still in my auric field. So we've got all these checked, and we're going to play this for 2 minutes. And it's going to send the frequencies, all these frequencies that we have selected in our hold tray. So it's interesting to think that everything is made of energy. All of us, our thoughts, our emotions, plants, essential oils, everything has an energetic frequency. It's only when the frequency gets misaligned or our frequency in humans drops below a certain level that we start to see issues and concerns and need to address that. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Masaru Emoto. He's a Japanese scientist who did a lot of research on how thoughts and emotions affected a drop of water. So what he would do is to take a drop of water, put it on a slide plate, and he would either tape a word onto that, for instance, love, gratitude, joy. And what he would find after that is that it would form a beautiful, detailed, perfect crystal shape. It looked like a beautiful snowflake. And then on the flip side of that, he would take a drop of water, and the word that he would attach to it is things like hate, or a phrase, I hate you, I will kill you, things like that. And he would find just the opposite, that because of the energy, the low energy in those words, the water wasn't able to form any kind of crystal. So then what it's saying is that because our body is made up of so much water, we need to be holding on to things like love and gratitude and joy, because all of those things affect our overall being. When we hold hate and we hold on to grudges and we hold on to things from the past, we can't be our authentic self, and we can't move into the future with any kind of success. Okay, so what this has said then is that after just running this program for 2 minutes, my frequencies have balanced again. So what we're looking for down here is an average percent rectification of 41% or 40%. Mine has balanced at 41%. So I'm going to go back and rescan my aura, and let's see what that looks like. This is what it is before. not the greatest. Let's see what kind of change we have. Wow. That is that brightness that we want to see, that bright purpley color. And what that indicates, I'm going to get my cheat sheet out here. And I'm seeing a couple different colors, different on my iPad and on my extra monitor. But the purple, when it's balanced, it's connected to intuition and building spiritual connection, often seen after several minutes of genius balancing. The person is actively entraining the frequencies, a high level of auric vibration. And then we see the green. It's almost a vertical line. On my iPad, I can see that it's more of a vertical line that is higher than what's shown on probably what you're seeing here. The vertical lines, I love this, is that it's indicates energy is being pulled down from divine source. I love that. And green resonating with heart chakra. So I am very pleased with this aura scan. So what I'm going to do now is to exit from here, and we'll clear out my frequencies. And I'm going to stop the screen share and just thank you for listening to my little presentation on Genius Biofeedback. I would encourage you to post any questions in the comment section, and also message me. Please hop on a Zoom call in the future. I'm still trying to do them on Thursday mornings. There is one that's scheduled on May 10th at 6 p.m. and I hope that you will join me. Until then, thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.